I now want to introduce back up here Mayor George D. Alpogianis.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. Some of you may have heard this before. I'm going to say it one last time. It's the beginning of the year, so I may use it again. But like Henry VI said to his fifth wife, don't worry, I won't keep you long. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm not going to introduce myself again, but I want to thank the Niles Chamber of Commerce and Industry for inviting me here to come and give the State of the Village address and to swear in the new officers as we've just done. For those of you who may not know this, in addition to me being mayor of Niles, I'm also the owner of Cappy's American Grill, a small family business, as well as a Niles Chamber of Commerce member for just about 25 years now. We just started our 44th year in business here in the area. Thank you. I was joking around with staff as we were writing down these bullet points. I said we're actually in our sixth decade because I caught the last 6 weeks of the 70s as well. But I firsthand do know how important the chamber is to a local business, and I thank Kim and her team and all the chamber members and officers as well for what they do. I wanted to recognize some of our dignitaries who are here today. Des Plaines Mayor Andrew Kachowski. And Andrew wears a lot of hats as well. He also doubles as Senior Advisor and Director of Special Projects for Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky. Trustee Craig Niedermeyer. Trustee Dean Strzelecki. Park District Commissioner Jim Hines. Park District Executive Director Tom Elens. All of our Niles directors that are here, Village Manager Lamargo, Deputy Village Manager Kathy Takey, Village Clerk Marlene Victorine, Police Chief Lou Tegera, Fire Chief, I'm sorry he got called away, but Marty was intended on being here, Marty Feld, our Finance Director Ken Olivan, our Public Works Director Tom Powers, Economic Director John Malanafi, our Community Development Director Charles Osman, IT Director Raymond Ali, HR Director Donna Dunn, Family Services Director Darren Brown, Senior Center Director Kelly Mickle, and our Community Engagement Coordinator Katie Schneider. And just like the Chamber, the Village of Niles relies heavily upon everyone that works around all of us as elected officials. So we appreciate all the support. I would also like to thank all of our event sponsors today, Sure Incorporated, First Financial Credit Union, Reyes Coca-Cola, Niles Design District, Advocate Lutheran General Hospital. Yeah, whether it's a chamber luncheon or one of the great family events like we have, our Holly Jolly Fest or our 4th of July parade, all of you, our business community, have really stepped up to the plate and continued your sponsorships to make some really great things possible for our community. As I begin the State of the Village address, I would like all of our Niles businesses to know that we are growing here by leaps and bounds. Niles retail sales increased over $200 million in retail sales in 2021 from the prior year. Yes, totaling just over $1.7 billion. It's a lot of money. 31,000 people and 5.4 square miles. Everyone here has done a hell of a job, so we want to say thank you. And we're hoping to close in on the $2 billion mark this coming year. Our final numbers aren't there, but we're going to come pretty gosh darn close. Niles ranks among the top 10 suburbs in retail sales in the entire Chicago metropolitan area. If you haven't already read this, you can read more in depth. We have some annual reports available here, and it will show you all of the stats on where those sales tax dollars go as well. It was mailed out to everybody, all businesses and all residents last year, but we brought some extra ones just in case. This is all very exciting. Not only are you the markers of the success of that business community, but it's also your health as businesses that generate these sales tax to fund our village services and make Niles a great place for our residents to live. The village took in $31.8 million in sales tax revenue last year. at the last fiscal year ending, I apologize, April 2022. Does that sound right? Where's John? Yeah, Kent? God, that's a lot more than I thought. Thank you very much. And it's fantastic that the number means the village only needs 10 cents on every dollar comes from our residents' property taxes. That is owed to our business community. 90% of our money is funded by you. And I am really excited about the vision that the village board has for Niles. Its renaissance is underway, especially with the Golf Mill redevelopment and other projects. Now, I know there are some critics out there. There have been a few people that have spoke out against Golf Mill. I personally, and I believe the entire village has spoken pro it, and we know how important Golf Mill is to this village, not only to the citizens, but to all of you as business people. This is an area that's become an eyesore. It's tired, and it needs a lot of help. And that will, in turn, help the entire community and the business community thrive. New businesses will draw people in here. So I want to thank you for all that continued support. And continue to talk to all your patrons as well, just about, the future of that. The Village and Sterling organization have been planning a $429 million master plan mixed-use development adjacent to the new Golf Mill Park, including retail, restaurants, entertainment, hotel, medical offices, residential, and recreational. The redevelopment will include a pedestrian promenade, water features, fountains, a water mill, public art, an outdoor public event space, attractive landscaping, and beautiful streetscape amenities. Businesses will continue to thrive and grow in Niles. We are fortunate that Niles has two major shopping districts, and all along that, 2 Walmarts, 2 Targets, 2 Home Depots, 2 Fresh Farms, Ross's, 2 Chick-fil-A's, 2 Starbucks with another one on the way. Yeah, we have double of everything here, and we're very fortunate for that. We're also excited that Costco, one of our top 10 sales providers, is expanding their footprint in Niles. Costco will be adding to their existing fuel center and plan to construct a new car wash in its future phase. The village has just sold Costco 3 acres of the village-owned former Granger site for the employees' parking and the future car wash. There were a lot of talks, folks, just so you know. Costco brings a lot of people into our area as well. There were other municipalities serenading them. They were talking to other municipalities about leaving, just so you know. That was all stopped by the staff and finally by the board and the elected officials. And we worked very hard to make sure that this is a place that they're going to stay and lay their hat on for quite a long time. In addition, a lot of new businesses have just opened up. Another Dunkin' Donuts, D&D's Discounts, Poke Brothers, Mountain Dip, Crumble Cookies, Cine Lounge Movie Theater, a new 16,000 square foot deli for you that'll be opening in March. The new Golf Mill Shopping Center. Phillips Edison is going to be developing a new multi-tenant strip center in Oakton and Milwaukee, anchored by Starbucks and a Buffalo Wings carryout. Yes, I like the woos. We like that, right? Bear Paddle Swim School will also be added to Village Crossing. There's a good feel in the room today. I love that. Village will be leasing a new location for the Teen Center. The Village just received a $200,000+ grant from U.S. Senator Dick Durbin for this project. The Teen Center provides a safe and inviting environment for our youth, and the new space will be even better as things get underway. We want to thank Mike Trevino as well back there. Thank you, Mike. The village has also received a $250,000 grant from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity for the renovation of the Civic Center Plaza and the entrance to Village Hall. The village plans to create a central gathering space with more handicap accessible entranceway for the village, attractive art and landscaping as well. Another new development, and I think this is very important to all of you as well, is the new 235-unit luxury apartment development just south of where I live on the south end of Niles, around Milwaukee, between Devon and Harts. which borders the Cook County Forest Preserve. All right, the former HESCO site. We've directed staff that in all new developments in our attempts to incorporate public art to these plans, and also for these larger projects such as this, rooftop amenities, swimming pools, patios, and other enticing things that they may come up with. The development of the former HESCO site incorporates those design elements. The economic development of such a project will enhance the social-economic characteristics of Niles. The project is anticipated to attract a new generation of affluent young professionals who can invest in Niles and grow their roots here as well. The village's Grow Your Own Home program will assist in the upgrading of these houses. The village will waive a portion of permit fees for a lot of these new families moving into Niles for up to $5,000 in additions when you build up or build out. We are working on meeting the challenging demands of the new modern families as well. There are other reasons why Niles is a great place to raise your family or operate a business. We have award-winning schools. Both high school and grammar schools here in the area have been recognized nationally, and recently, Culver School was designated an exemplary school by the Illinois State Board of Education. How about everyone Culver here? I could speak to them since they have my number 5 is in 7th grade now, so you guys have done a heck of a job with my children. Golf Mills Park new festival grounds will have a robust schedule of spring and summer events focused on food, art, and music. Completion of the Howard Street bike lanes has given direct access to bike trails, forest preserve, and tons of green space, which isn't talked about that much. We always talk about just our parks, which are very, very important. But we also have the forest preserve, too, that's running right through our backyards, which is beautiful. Another program that the village offers us is the Facade and Streetscape Improvement Beautification Plan. If you have a business, it's in one of Niles' TIF districts, I highly encourage you to take advantage of this grant program. The village will match up to 50% of its improvements, or up to $15,000 for facade improvements. The program was designed with the goal of helping small business owners like all of you here in the audience today, so thank you for that. While talking about all these ways Niles is becoming a more beautiful place to live in and do business, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our arts and cultural initiatives. I believe 3 things bring people together in any community. It's food, art, and music. In 2016, the village adopted an arts and cultural master plan. This plan intends to give village direction to bring world-class art to Niles, to elevate the town's image and identity here in Niles. We are working with Sandro Miller, a world-renowned photographer who is putting us in touch with sculptors, muralists, and to build some artistic experiences around town. I lied to you, didn't I? I didn't realize this was going to take so long, so I'm sorry about that. Moving on to some of our major capital projects this year, 2022 was a very successful year with improving the village infrastructure. We saw the substantial completion of 6 entire miles of new roadway lighting on Milwaukee and Waukegan roads. The new light has provided a very high-efficient LED lighting, smart street lights which feature service levels for the village construction of our own fiber optic network, reducing our long-term operation costs. The project was successful, and it's recently been awarded a Technological Innovation Award by the American Public Works Association. Even smaller projects have big impacts, such as the painting of the Four Flags Water Tower with the Love Niles logo. 2022 also saw the completion of the $11 million Greenwood Basin and Golf Mill Park expansion project. The bid for the project came in $2 million under budget, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that upon receipt of the final invoices, things are looking good, that not only will we be under budget, but under bid as well. The development is really a part of our integral Sterling redevelopment at Golf Mill. Besides increasing the open space for the village, the project was fiscally sound by utilizing in-house construction management staff, a $2 million MWRD grant, $8 million in a low-interest loan from the state of Illinois. We got notice from our state senators just the other day as well that for our next major project, we can count on $2.5 million towards our next major project, and that's coming up real soon. It's going to alleviate the flooding on homes that are going to affect about 250 people, which is quite a big deal. Those homes in the Oconto, Dobson area are documented flooding over 60 years, and we're going to give them all some relief now too as well. I want to say thank you to Senator Villavelam and Senator Murphy for that as well. The project, and speaking of new projects, I want to thank everyone at the Park District right now as well. We're starting to enter into some intergovernmental agreements between both the village and themselves, and those intergovernmental agreements are going to help us draw even that many more people into the Village of Niles. How about a round of applause for the Park District people? Tom has always got that humble look on his face, but now you're smiling. Thank you, Tom. 2023 staff is planning a $6.8 million street program, building $4 million in, I apologize, it's planning a $6.8 million street program. The building of $4 million in the 2022 road program. The 2023 program will be the largest street program in over a decade. Will be designed and managed by in-house staff. The village was also successful in lobbying the IDOT to resurface Oakton, Waukegan, and Lehigh in 2022. Our roads are looking better than ever, and it's important to note that we're doing all of them in a fiscally responsible way. This multi-year initiative to improve the roads is being done without going out for bond, as we originally thought we would have to. So we're getting $18 million worth of roadways done this year without going on to bond, as we thought we were going to have to, which is a real big deal. Creating a livable, sustainable place and the bike and pedestrian environment remains a priority. The area of the Grosse Point and Toohey has become a focus for this upcoming year. An intersection realignment will improve the roadway geometry and add pedestrian connections to the Toohey Triangle. In addition, a bike trail was constructed from the busy North Branch Trail and will connect to the Toohey Business District. The two projects will be funded with a $3.6 million federal, state, and county funds, thereby reducing the stress on the village coffers. Another pedestrian safety way project will be constructed in 2023 is the Caldwell and Cleveland Road, providing a safer crossing for the Amlings Trail at Caldwell Avenue. Niles continues to be on the cutting edge of technology. We'll be implementing a smaller diameter water main lining within the Lawrencewood Garden neighborhoods. The project will be one of the first of its kind in Illinois. The initiative plan utilizes and designs build a project delivery to expedite construction and will provide peace of mind to the neighborhood residents once again. And finally, I would like to take a moment to thank all of our first responders, our police department, our fire department, and our public works department, who work tirelessly to keep our residents and our businesses safe. Whether it's keeping the roads drivable through the snow and sleet, like we've had this week, or whether or not we could get people in and out of our town safety, deterring crime, and providing outreach initiatives to keep everyone safe, providing EMS services during medical emergencies. I can't thank them enough for all they do. So how about a big round of applause for Chief DeGuerra, Chief Feld, and Tom Powers, our new Public Works Director. Yes, and in conclusion, folks, as you can see, we're reaching and achieving a lot of great goals, and we're poised for even more growth and working tirelessly to remain the very best and to live and do and work tirelessly and to live and to do businesses, to do so for our businesses. Once again, I encourage everyone to take a look at the annual report. It's hard to capture all the great things that just have happened in the last 44 pages that I've just read to you. But I think this I think the publication can be an impressive reminder of what our businesses have helped us accomplish as a community. I'm tired of reading what I have to read here, but I'm going to say a couple of quick things. It's up to all of us as an entire community to continue to do what we're doing. For ourselves as business people, for ourselves as our citizens, for our community, for all the great things that we do bring together. And there were a few things that I said at the very, very beginning of when I ran on my my political campaign. I said I was going to take care of a few things. I said I was going to take care of our seniors, our veterans, and our children. But I also promised that the Village of Niles would be run like a business, and that's what we're doing today. So I cannot say that I've done this alone. It's far from it. But all the elected officials that sit by my sides, all the other taxing bodies, whether it's the park district or the schools, the library, I said have all sort of played part into it. There's a lot of moving parts. Our department heads and the staff have really stepped up and helped us achieve these dreams, and there's a lot more. And like I said, we're not alone. It's an entire community that's going to continue to work together, and we promise you more great things to come. So how about a big round of applause for all of ourselves at this moment? Thank all of you. God bless the Village of Niles, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.